Let's use Nextmv to build and run a decision model and get that model into production in just a few minutes. Once you've logged into Nextmv, you'll land on this welcome page. And let's click on routing. This page walks us through how to get started in a few steps. So to begin, we will install and configure the Nextmv CLI. We'll copy the code here, go into our terminal, paste that. Now our installation should be complete. We'll go back to this page and copy the code to configure the CLI installation with our Nextmv account using the API key. Great, so now we have installed and configured the Nextmv CLI. We'll type in Nextmv help and we can see all of the available commands for the CLI. The next step is to install the Nextmv SDK. Simply Nextmv install. We can see our little bunny going across here. Perfect. And if you're using a Mac, you may be prompted to run this to make sure that the SDK is functioning correctly. Great. The next step will be to initialize a new routing model. And we do this by initializing a routing template. So we'll copy here and initialize the template from terminal. Wonderful. And then we will change our directory to routing. And let's see what we created. So here are the files that get created when you initialize a template. And taking a quick look at the files that were created, we see we have a main.go here, as well as our input.json, which has sample input data that we can use to run the model immediately. Next, let's go ahead and run this model locally. You can see we have the input path, a solver duration limit of 3 seconds, and an output path. We'll copy that, paste that here, and now we have run the model locally. If we open the output.json, we can see that we have the solution. We have the version, options, the routes for each vehicle, and some statistics. So now let's publish this model to Nextmv Cloud. We'll use the Nextmv CLI to create an application. We'll include an app ID, name, and description using the available flags for this command. Next, we'll push that application to Nextmv Cloud. By pushing this application to Nextmv Cloud, it pushes or updates the latest binary in the cloud with our local application build. Great, so we have some instructions about how to run our app remotely, as well as how to use curl with the sample input file. Next, let's promote this application. By promoting an application, it creates a new version that's ready for production and assigns that version as the default instance. So now we have a cloud-native endpoint. Now let's run the model remotely. We'll do Nextmv app run. We'll identify the app as well as an input. And we have the run ID returned. So if we want to see the output of that run, do Nextmv app result. We'll identify the app as well as the run ID. So we'll copy that from here, paste that in. And here we can see our result.